Hello folks, welcome to my channel. My name is Alvin Pratama Putra from Merchant Marine Polytechnic of Semarang, batch 53, 7th semester. Today I would like to give some explanation about how to conduct SMCP, Standard Marine Communication Process, in VHF communication. Okay folks, let's check this out. The first is, what is SMCP? SMCP stands for Standard Maritime Communication Process. The SMCP builds on a basic knowledge of the English language. It was drafted on a purpose in a simplified version of maritime English to reduce grammatical, lexical, and idiomatical varieties to a tolerable minimum, using standardized structures for the sake of its function. Aspects: diminishing misunderstanding in safety-related verbal communication, thereby endeavoring to reflect present maritime English language usage on board vessel and in ship-to-shore or ship-to-ship communication. In this video, there are 6 sections that I would like to give some to you. The first section is how to conduct initial calls. A. Address and identify. Before conducting an initial call, we have to always address and identify. For example, Mike Tango Sungai Gorong, Mike Tango Sungai Gorong, call sign Papa Oscar Delta Delta, Papa Oscar Delta Delta. This is Mike Tango Sepakning, Mike Tango Sepakning, call sign Papa Oscar Delta Victor, Papa Oscar Delta Victor. B. Making sure that the other party can hear you well, using how do you read me over. For example, Mike Tango Sungai Gorong, Mike Tango Sungai Gorong, this is Mike Tango Sepakning, how do you read me? And then the other party will answer, Mike Tango Sepakning, this is Mike Tango Sungai Gorong, I read you clear with signal number 5. There are 5 kinds of signal. Signal number 1, 2, 3 until number 5. Number 1 is the weakest and number 5 is the strongest. Section number 2, how to say position. There are 2 kinds of methods to say position. The first method is using latitude and longitude. For example, latitude 07 degrees 1.2.5 minutes south, longitude 101 degrees forward 5.2 minutes. For number, we have to say it one by one, each number. Especially for number 4 and number 9, we have to say it forward and niner. So it says like 1, 2, 3 forward, 5, 6, 7, 8, niner, 0. Method number 2 is using bearing and distance. For example, Tango Bravo bearing 101 degrees, distance 1.5 nautical mile. This is Mike Tango Sepakning, how do you read me over. Okay, now section number 3, how to repeat an important message. Normally, repeating an important message using I repeat. For example, VTIS is, this is Mike Tango Sepakning, Mike Tango Sepakning. Our present maximum drive is 9 meters. I repeat, our present maximum drive is 9 meters. After that, section number 4, how to ask other parties to repeat his message. You can use say again if you receive a message but it is not properly heard. For example, Mike Tango Sepakning, this is VTIS is, please say again your maximum draft. Section number 5, how to correct message. In this section is about how to correct wrong message using mistake correction. For example, VTIS is, this is Mike Tango Sepakning. Our present maximum draft is 8.2 meters. Mistake correction. Our present maximum draft is 8 decimal power meter. Okay, now the last section number 6. How to using message markers. This section will show us the purpose of every single kind of message marker. There are 8 message markers, which are: the first one is instruction. This indicates that the following message implies the intention of the sender to influence others by a regulation. It means that the message was from full authority, from a VTS and other sender who have full authority with the area. The message must follow for the recipient unless she has contradictory safety reasons, which then have to be reported to the sender. For example, instruction: do not drop anchor. Instruction: do not proceed. Message markers number 2 is advice. This indicates that the message about recommendation by other sender. It came from authority or other vessel. The decision to follow the advice is up to the recipient. Advice, remember this, advice does not necessarily have to follow it, but should be careful to be taken. For example, advice: stand by on channel 16. Advice: stay on course 289 degrees true. Number 3 is warning. This indicates that the message about warning. The sender informed the recipient about danger. It means that the recipient must take attention to the warning. The consequences of the warning is up to the recipient. For example, warning: vessel sinking in the fairway. Number 4. Information. This indicates any information given by the sender to the recipient. The information is about navigation, restrictive facts, traffic, etc. etc. The consequences of the information is up to the recipient. For example, information: our cargo is toxic. After that, message marker number 5. Question. This phrase to remove any doubt and have a statement of other vessel about their information, such as destination, draft, etc. etc. The question usually including interrogative question like 5W and plus 1H. What, where, why, who, how, when, and the recipient expected to answer the question. Example question: what is your intention? Question: what is your intention? Question: what is your next port of call? Message marker number 6 is answer. This contains to reply the previous question. Note that the answer phrase does not have another question, only answer the previous question. If want to ask, please with question phrases again. For example, answer: my intention is port to port. Answer: my next port of call is Surabaya. Number 7. Request. This indicates that the vessel needs something else from others. This contains about something arranged or provided, but the request must not to be used to modify the call rates. For example, request: send assistance immediately. Request: I require a talk. The last message marker is intention. This indicates other from any immediate action to be taken, like a navigational and other action. This message is announcing navigational action to other by the sender about the intention. For example, intention: I will overtake you on your starboard side. Intention: I will reduce my speed. Okay folks, guess that's all I can give some explanation about how to conduct SMCP in VHF communication. I hope you all understood. Thanks all for watching my video. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, and comment because it's free. Okay folks,